What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your
OG,
man. Y'all already know what it is.
OG.
We got some Corey on deck with the 5150 show. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
Man married talking about your intentions by the people are well. A friend of mine, now this is where I'm really finna get in trouble.
It's about to go down.
A friend of mine who calls and checks on me. And I absolutely love the brother, David Banner. I love David Banner. David Banner is the Incredible Hulk to me. Mm-hmm. Have you seen when he's calm, Dr. Banner? Very intelligent. Mm-hmm. You can have a conversation with him, but when he gets mad, that's my brother, David Banner.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen
That's my brother, David Banner. I'm telling you. But I see him evolve into something that is worth holding up. My brother, David Banner, said this.
He said, I don't do business with men that cheat on their wives. And I say, huh? He said, if the person that you sleep with can't trust you, I damn sure can't. And I never thought about that. My mentor taught me something, bro. I'm serious, bro. I never thought about this in my life, bro.
He is not for necessarily doing business with men who cheat on their wives.
Oh, I have to watch that. Was that the recent interview? Because I didn't see it.
You'll see little pieces of it on the internet. My brother David Banner is not with all you guys who out there cheating on your wives. But I would say to my brother, David Banner, if you do business with men who sleep with men, that's worse than the men who cheat on their wives.
You damn right.
That means you got about 15% of the men in America to do business with if you do right. Let me say that again. Make sure I got it right. Make sure y'all got it right. If you won't do business with men who cheat on their wives, okay. That's a hell of a moral stance to take. But if you do business with men who put dicks in other men,
Don't fight this shit. Just let it happen.
you might well fuck the motherfuckers that sneak and put dicks and pussies where it belong.
You're goddamn right.
That's my opinion. Now I know I'm gonna get a call from my brother.
Turn it on right now. He might be early.
Look, I'm gonna be looking at the phone like this at night.
No.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
To each his own. To each his own. But I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying this because
I get what
man,
you're
David
saying.
Banner be popping up at shows I do. And you think he called me and be like, Corey, put me on the list. He just pop up, them bought tickets, everything. And I've done the same to him as well. But I'm just saying, I am not saying this to diss my brother, but I'm doing just like I did with that lady who I also said, I don't have bad intentions toward that lady. Right. But y'all done got me in this world of the Bible now. And I'm here to tell you what they saying in the red.
That last.
I'm gonna read it in a second.
Super chat.
If you're not gonna do business with men who cheat on their wives, you definitely shouldn't do business with men who plunge in other men.
Aw, DJ Evans. Wow.
Now what'd he say?
Not on $200.
Man, ever since you had your pastor on a while back, and he said he was going to get you to turn your life over to God, I've been praying that for you, and I see it's happening in real time. Your best episodes are when you quote scripture. They always say, we will be surprised who makes it to heaven. Blessings, Cole.
Oh, DJ.
No,
Evans.
that's a man who know what he talking about because we have an idea of who good people are. But we have a problem identifying who good people are. Because people judge you off how they feel about you instead of your deeds. I am going out on a limb against people I love when the truth and the Bible are mixed in. I might have everybody mad at me. I might be an outcast, and God knows that ain't no good feeling when you're an outcast. You can play it off like it's a good feeling, but God damn it, if I have to be the outcast, to be the one who stands on what's right and principles, I'm willing to do it.
That's okay, Corey. Outcast.
Have I lied
Outcast.
to people? I think I've lied 4 times this year. I've counted them.
You know, hey, wait. Okay, Abe that warranted a laugh from Abe.
I think now see another thing, I've been flaky with phone calls. I told Abe I was going to call him a couple of times. So if that's a lie, then okay, I've lied more than 4 times.
That's just a very bad habit on his part. He does it to everybody.
If that's a lie, I've lied more than 4 times. But I'm talking about the stuff where I lied about and I knew it, and when watch this. I was on the phone. When I hung up the phone and I knew I lied, it bothered me even to this day.
To this day. To this day.
Because you know what I lied about, D?
Uh-oh, what?
I lied to women.
Well, what? Well, yeah.
I'm going to give you an example. One day, a girl asked me where I was. She asked me, where are you at? I didn't want to tell her where I was at. So instead of doing like I should have done and said, bitch, I don't want to tell you where I'm at, I lied about where I was.
Was it a good lie?
And them lies I'm talking about were all just like that. And they weren't in my face. I was talking to him on the phone.
Well, that's when it's easiest.
That's why I said it, D.
You can't look at them in the face.
See, when I'm looking at you, it's harder for me to lie to you.
Your eyes go to the left.
But since I was on the phone and I didn't want to tell them where I was, I lied. And I don't want to be that way. I don't want to lie about nothing. So I'm going to sacrifice a lot of people by saying what I should say. And that's how life goes. Mm-hmm. I'm going to sacrifice a lot of people by saying what I should say. Now, sometimes I could just be quiet. And I will exercise being quiet as best I can. Because like this example I made right here with my brother, who I'm telling you, I love my brother. Because one time David Banner called me to check on me when I really needed somebody to call and check on me. I was down. And I don't ask him I don't even call him like he called me. And you know what he say? Hey, you all right, bro? That's how he do.
Right.
I'm just checking on you. You good?
Right.
I'm like, wow, man. I'm so glad you called me one time because I just needed somebody to talk to for a minute.
Oh, look at that.
I'm still a human being.
Good timing. That's right.
I'm a human being, but why? Look, why he called?
See?
I watch who God put in my life and who say something to me. I watch all this.
That's a good
So
picture.
I'm not dissing my brother. Even though people would try to make it seem like I'm dissing him, I'm actually trying to show him something. If you gonna take these heathens who cheat on their wife and disassociate yourself with them, you definitely need to disassociate yourself from the heathens who put their penis in a man's anus. Because that is forbidden.
He ain't lying.
According to this Bible. That's what I want to say about that. Beyond Cherry, Banner a stand-up guy. I really think Banner is a stand-up guy. I think he's one of the men on this planet who strives to be better than he is. Because we all got to strive to be better than we are. If I stayed like this, I won't never be able to go to the beach with my shirt off. I got to get better. If Darlene stays like this, she ain't gonna be able to see the screen right there.
Now see, this is a good example of how people pick and choose. People pick and choose on what's wrong and what's right. You know, just like Corey said, if you gonna stop doing business with men who cheat on their wife, then you need to stop doing business with men who sleep with other men, which is forbidden. You know, we talk about these subjects because we gotta set some type of moral compass, you know, so our kids and the young men and women can have something to go off of as far as, you know, being right and knowing right from wrong. We have an idea of what good people are. And those ideas come from sometimes our own mind and our own feelings and emotions and stuff like that. But how do we distinguish right and wrong? You know, how do we gauge if, you know, I'm doing this right, if this is the right thing to do, or if this is a wrong thing to do? And, you know, we got to go to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is the thing that makes us righteous. I seen when David Banner made this statement, and, you know, I really didn't think about it. You know what I'm saying? But when Corey, you know, like made the comparisons of a man cheating on his wife and a man sleeping with another man, then it's like, okay, that's something right there, you know what I'm saying, that people need to hear. Like he said, David Banner or whatnot, he ain't trying to get down on him and talk about him and anything like that, but you know what I'm saying, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And you need to keep that same energy for them dudes out there who's engaging in that type of activity. A lot of people, they don't want to hear these type of conversations because it's always, well, ain't nobody perfect, or you sin, you do this, you do that, who is you to say this and who is you to say that and all that, don't judge me and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, you automatically the outcast. You know what I'm saying? I feel Corey on that as far as being an outcast. You know, I got few friends. You know, I probably can count on my hand how many friends I got, if that. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I stand on what's right. You know, I'm not going off of the crowd and what the crowd feel, you know what I'm saying, what the world feel or whatnot. You know, I go off the Bible. So if I got to stand alone, you know what I'm saying, for standing on righteousness or whatnot, then it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I got young men that's coming up after me, and I got to watch what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So they don't get the wrong idea of, okay, Pops, he did it, so I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not a good look for my family. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole thing. Do y'all think that David Banner is right on what he's saying as far as not doing business with somebody who cheated on their wife? And I don't know if Corey knows something about him doing business with somebody who, you know, deal with other men. But if y'all know, y'all let me know.
What's up,
This
OG,
your man.
OG?
Y'all already know what it
OG,
is.
triple,
To the next video is Ghetto Talk. Up out of here. Peace.
Hey!